The men who understand the labor law and laws, c'est quoi? The men who make sure that I'm paying return, c'est quoi? The issue with the South tonight here, c'est party. I believe you have a fast friend, okay, there's a party. I'm going with a strong independent, is a party. Today we are about to enter the history of the party. Barclay is international chance party.
Thank you.
International for yes party. C'est quoi? Men ayas c'est quoi? C'est quoi? Bila Zakara c'est quoi? The men who understand the labor law c'est quoi? Barclay is charged c'est quoi? C'est quoi? The Broom Movement c'est quoi? C'est quoi? We are about to speak for it c'est quoi? C'est quoi? We eradicate for it c'est quoi?
Hello, Barclayville. This is Barclayville, right? Barclay Farm. Hello, Barclay Farm. Once I was under the administration of Dr. Tiawan Saye Gongmoe at the Cllr University, and I asked him this question. We were studying Liberian history. I said, Dr. Gongmoe, who were you rate as the best president of Liberia? He said, if I were rate the best president of Liberia, that president would be Mr. Edwin Barclay. Yo, Barclay for yo. The name of this farm, this area, this community is after a great man. We are here tonight to speak to you briefly and introduce to you the one who is bigger than me. The one who I just followed his footsteps. When he put his foot, when he took it from there, I put my foot in his foot, in the mark what he's leaving behind. So tonight, as a young man, I'm here to speak to you. A young man who started school at the age of 14. A fellow man from Zota District, Champala, Ibon Country, who mother passed away when he was just 2.5 years old. Started school at the age of 14, at the age of 37. Not only he had graduated from high school, he had obtained a master's degree, 2 master's degree BSc, and a doctor of philosophy from the second best university in the United States of America. And so it's a story of hope that a man who did not know how to read and write will become one of the highest educated person in the world. It is a story of hope that young man, young woman you're listening today, that hope is in you. That you born in a country that does not give you opportunity. But there is somebody who is here to give you that opportunity. A story for 176 years. You cannot find a job, you cannot find good school. Even though God bless your country with all it takes to be a rich country. A country that doesn't give you hope, even under the current administration, when it comes to Zogos, young people getting on drugs, it's on the increase. We are here to give you alternative. The people who led this country for 12 years, who did not change their life, they want to come back again. When they saw us in their administration, education was a mess. They fail you, and they want to come back again. We call them the old money eaters. The old money eaters. The old money eaters want to come back. Those who are eating the money now say, you can't take it from us. Do not vote the old money eaters. Don't vote this current money eaters. Vote somebody who will change your life for the better. And so, ladies and gentlemen, today has been a long day from Monrovia to Mount Barclay to 15 Gate to Kakata to Habel, now to Cotton Tree, and we are here at Barclay Farm. So it's been a long day, but a very successful day. Ladies and gentlemen, our problem in Liberia is corruption. You can't find jobs because those who are supposed to create a job, they eat the money. As a young man, you are made disgrace in your own country. Even in the Bible, it is said the man is the provider. But if you cannot work, you cannot find a job, how will your girlfriend respect you? How will your children respect you? We live in a hopeless condition, but there is hope. Somebody is coming who will lay the platform as to how we develop and transform Liberia. Ladies and gentlemen, consider Tiawan Saye Gongmoe. He started a poor man lawyer in Liberia. For 35 years he lived and worked in Liberia. He has stood for justice. Even as a young student activist, he was jailed during the Trump administration. He almost killed during the Cllr administration. He worked in the Allen administration. He is the only government lawyer to prosecute a former head of state. He made Julie Brown to go to jail for act of corruption. He wrote the labor law of Liberia when he served as labor minister, when he tried to create the environment for a lot of young Liberians to be employed. People went against him. For that reason, he resigned from that government and said the government is too corrupt, I cannot work with you. When the government took over, 2 years into the administration, other people in Liberia and around the world, Liberia in the US, they said we need to look for somebody to give the country to. The sound that we are seeing, Mr. Weir and people, the houses is building in about 6 to 8 months. He built 47 units, $1 million each. Where the money come from, Mr. Weir? Tell where you got the money from to build the houses. You are already broke, you declare your assets. Tell us, you can tell us. They say, let's look for somebody that will take over this administration. This says Liberia. At the end, the tower cast upon the councillor's head. They said, stop, change our country. And he agreed. You will not take anybody else, but you will look for a young person like you, an educator. That's me to serve as a ready-made. Ladies and gentlemen, let me present to you Tiawan Saye Gongmoe, the next president of the Republic of Liberia. Amanda, wait. I hope there are ladies here too. All right. Let me ask the militants to suspend the battle cry while we speak. Thank you. We want to be your project manager and deputy project manager to change Liberia's story for the better. Other people are looking for a job to be president. Maybe their lifelong ambition. Maybe to make a name, to be known. I don't have any of those ambitions. My name is already known. My name is in history. When you read Dr. Gwanda's book as a young man, I was part of the people working for peace in this country. My name is in history. My name can be found in many books. I am not looking for popularity. I'm not looking for my name to be in history. My name is already there. But Albert Einstein said, the world will not be destroyed by those who do evil, but by those who watch them without doing anything. We see this country going down. And as a patriotic Liberian, I cannot sit to see it go down. And so, when my fellow Liberians felt I was fit to change the story, and they came to me, I accepted after consultation. And then I looked for a partner. I wanted a dream team. And God helped me to find this black diamond in Bond County. I want to show that poverty should not be a reason in life to give up. Here is a young man from poor family. His mother died at the age of 2. His father illiterate, and today he has 2 master's degrees and a PhD. So he gives hope to any young man or woman who is from a poor family, that even when you're born in poverty, with the help of God, if other people assist you, you can get somewhere. I want a Liberia in which poverty will not be a constraint for any child to excel. I want a Liberia, our dream is to create free education from kindergarten to 12th grade for everyone. In a situation where every child can go to school from kindergarten to 12th grade without a single mother or father pay 1 cent for registration fee, 1 cent for flexibility fee, 1 cent for wire fee, 1 cent for graduation fee, poverty will not be a constraint for learning and children of Liberia under our administration from kindergarten to 12th grade will have free food, free textbooks, and they will have everything they need to go to school. There will be no excuse for any child not to go to school. Because when you educate a child in the country, you are developing your country. Education is the foundation for development. We will improve the educational system to the extent that there will be no volunteer teacher anymore. All teachers will be well paid, and all the school materials will be provided. We want to make government schools even better than private schools. We have 4 projects to change Liberia's story. One is education, the other one is health, the other one is food production, and the last one is road maintenance and road construction. Education, we will open free trade schools in all the 50 countries. For the young women and children. We eliminate illiteracy in 2 years from Liberia. Here is what we'll do. We'll give stipend to every Liberian student from 7th grade to college to teach at least 10 illiterate people in his or her community every day after school. That's project number 1 in education. Project number 2, health. Today, our governmental health system is broken down. When you go to JFK, they give you paper and say go to local pharmacy. My question is, if JFK does not have medicine, then the clinic in Bogota, Lofa County will have medicine? No. That the one in Kabutan, Riverside will have medicine? No. That the one in Boajigen, Grand Crew will have medicine? No. So that is the reason why people are dying from simple illnesses in the country. No medicine. We will change that story. When we become president, when you vote for number 6, we'll make sure that government hospital and clinics become better than private hospitals and clinics. When we become president and we put money in the budget for the health system and the money has been dispersed, I will take surprise visits to government hospitals and clinics. I will go to JFK and say I came for a checkup. When they say, Mr. President, we don't have A, we don't have B, we don't have C. Listen to me, please. I will say, where is the head of this hospital, JFK? When the head comes, I'll fire that. I will not only sack him, I will turn you over to the police for full investigation. The next day, I will go to see the Donga Hospital in Banga. And I say, I came for medical checkup. When I hear the seamstress, I fire that one. Now let me ask you a question. When I fire 10 heads of government hospital and clinics, and they are in jail, some of them for 2 years, some of them for 5 years, and then medicine will disappear from hospital. Then we finish sweeping corruption from the Now, when we become president, the first statement I'll make in my inaugural address is this. The president, vice president, ministers, speaker, whoever in the government, will not take one step out of the country for medical care. Now, I would say government will not spend 1 cent for the president, vice president, anybody to travel out of the country for medical care. If we don't fix this system, we'll all die here. President will die here. So we'll fix the system. We'll be forced to fix the system. If we don't have the expert doctor here, we'll use government money to contract that one to bring him in.
People are back about who want change that. Speak. Freedom, speak.
Now, when we finish improving the health system, this is what we'll do. There are 3 vulnerable people in the population that need help. Pregnant women, children under the age of 5, and old Liberian from 65 years old will go to all government hospitals being free of charge. The next thing we'll do is this. Wait, we finish with education, we finish with health, right? The next story we want to change is food production.
Long live, 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 long live.
And we want Liberia to have enough food. And we want the price of rice to go down. The only way to do it is to grow more rice in Liberia. So, when we take over the presidency, here is how we change the story. We will buy all the machines they can use to make rice farm. We will distribute it among the rice farmers in the 15 counties. And through the farmers cooperatives for them to grow rice in the 15 counties.
Thank you.
You think in the 15 counties, when people are using machines to make big rice farms like Firestone, rice will finish from Liberia?
No.
The price of rice will go up?
No.
The next thing we'll do to make sure that no more rice finishes here, we'll instruct the army to go to war against hunger. Led by the agricultural and engineering battalion, we'll buy all the machines for making farm and we'll order the army that you must produce not less than 100 acres of rice in each of the 15 counties. In 2 to 3 years, I can assure you that Liberia, instead of importing rice, Liberia will become a rice exporter. And when we do so, then we'll finish changing the story. There will be no more hunger in Liberia, right? Let's say, no more hunger. 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 Say, with number 6, no more hunger. 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 The next story. So we finish with food. We finish with our project, the last project. Every part of Liberia must be movable. Today, you cannot go to Grand Jida when you reach capital unless you take motorcycle. The government has totally abandoned the southeast part of Liberia. You cannot go to Vonjaman from Zozo easily. The road is bad. Many parts of the country, the roads are bad. So we change that story too. When we become president, when we take over, when number 6 take over the country, we'll put public work stations in the 15 counties for the yellow machines to keep the roads meeting through all the year. Anywhere in the world, routine maintenance of road is a function of government. It has been abandoned by this government. It used to be done this way. Where in 1979, I took taxis from the street in Harper. And 6 o'clock in the morning, and the same day I reached Monrovia at 9 p.m. in the morning. In the evening. It can happen this time? No. There are 2 weeks people can stay on the road this time. I want to change that story. So that people can move, women can move their goods freely from Lofa, from Maryland, from anywhere to the market. So that people can move freely in this country. We can have a situation where 6 months of the year, one part of the country cut off from the other. We have to end that story. We'll change the story for the better. These are the 4 things we want to do. Health, education, food security, and free movement. You hear it? Now, to do these things, you need money. We'll fight corruption. When you still want sending our government, we'll send you to jail. We'll sack you first. Your minister will sack you. We'll sack you. We'll send you to the Liberia. Listen to me. We'll sack you and send you to the Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission for investigation. When we do it, first thing, the salary of the president and vice president, all the official government will put on the internet for everybody to know their salary. Every 3 months, we'll do lifestyle audit to see your expenditure. As soon as we find out that your expenditure is exceeding your income, we'll fire you. In fact, the people in the community will punish you first. Because when your salary can reach 50,000 a whole year, and in 2 months you start paying 400,000 now, the people in the community, they don't want to be beating drum behind you. Roll. Now let me tell you, when we sack you, you're not going to sit down to enjoy that corruption money. We'll investigate you. We'll prosecute you. When your phone gets it, you go to jail. It's not enough. The money you stole, the balance, we'll take it from you. All the properties you acquire without stolen money, the houses, the cars, including the one you bought for your grandma, we'll take all from you. I want you to listen to me. Zayo. I want you to listen to me. So that I'm taking my time to explain this thing to you because I want you to be like the 12 disciples of Jesus Christ. I want you from tonight, we want you to spread all the division and carry this story. Because Jesus Christ had only 12 disciples. By the time he died, the 12 disciples have made billions of Christians, right? From his teachings. All the people are not here. But we gave you the information, we want you to take it in properly. So keep quiet so that you can spread it without making any mistake. So, now, let me ask you a question. If 5 ministers are in jail for stealing money from government, and their family members are suffering because we have taken everything from them, you think any minister will want to steal again? You think anybody who was planning a whole life just to come into government to steal will want government job again? No way. Then we finish sweeping corruption from government. Before I came to explain this to you, some people have been talking, that thing comes from Gongmoe talking, it can't happen. But the way we explain it, it can happen. You know, there's corruption here that when I reach one to get secret killing, I've met people all over the country. Because they can go to medicine man, they say medicine man, I want to be minister, but all minister again. Then they say go bring me human being heart. Then they say go bring human being apple. I want to be senator, I want to be representative so I can get legislative engagement for money, 30,000. Hey God, what you do? They say go bring me human being labor. And our corruption making people to engage in ritual killing. When we see corruption from government, then people will be saved now. So my people, I want to talk about the other people. The old money eaters and the new money eaters. eaters. These people here. God saw somebody falling already. The new money eater. Why is no more on the balance? Wait. 18 that one is no more on the top of it. You're not even balance a substitute. Number 18. God himself has put the new money eater to number 18. You will bring him back the property. So that one let him go rest. Now, the old money eater that admitted, you know, I didn't want to talk, but they can't call themselves a rescue team. Wait. So, you could not rescue this country from corruption. Honor your regime for 12 years. Corruption became what? Vampire. Corruption became vampire. You do not rescue us from corruption. You give corruption blood sucker. That the reason why we die plenty. You got a vampire. Then you say, "Mo, get you chance again." You left power. In fact, you say you did not reconcile the country. You did not rescue us and reconcile the country after war. I'm going to give you another opportunity. Even the Senate Baron, his own relationship with former boss man Ellen Johnson, he did not rescue it. They get good relationship? No. Why you can then you go rescue that one first? Then the main chairman, see, people were going well, everything was alright. Until rescue number 1 became chairman. When rescue number 1 became chairman, what happened to CPP? Wait, rescue 1. They say United Party withdrew from CPP. How you can be chairman and withdraw? Who you submitted a withdrawal letter to? You chairman. When you resign, you can submit a resignation letter to your boss man. But you the boss man, then you say you finish withdrawing. Who you submitted a withdrawal letter to? So you didn't rescue CPP. You did not rescue CPP. You built good relationship with Costa, the young man. You did not rescue your relationship with Costa. You have relationship with Benina Ure. You did not rescue your relationship with Benina Ure. Amen. Any Liberia can say, if you say you can plant new man, you will show the old man. So what the old man or rescue history here? If you didn't rescue CPP, you didn't rescue Liberia from corruption. Must we trust you to rescue us? No. Why your history of rescue? Now, you jump on, you say, the people say, oh man, the American people say, anybody who even lie with such a person, there will be consequences. So that you dancing with Prince Johnson, you and Prince Johnson reaching political enrichment to produce running men. The American government will not be able to. He said, I don't care. Even a dancing with the devil will make me win, I will dance with the devil. My people. And then, and that benefit you get from the devil, the cost can be too high. When the devil does something for you, when you benefit, when you get benefit, in the end, the devil will come and say, I want your only son. And he said, but I want to give my sister's son. And he said, the devil said, no. What's about my brother's son? No. What's about the boy stay with me? Only your son. So, the cost of anything you get from the devil can be too high. Anybody who deals with the devil, do you want them to be your president? No. Because the cost to this country will be too high. Oh, yeah. So, my people, when, you know, the old money, it is so desperate for power. So desperate for power. So desperate for power. Then the new money, it just say, you ate the money for 12 years. We not eat it for 6 years. You can't take it from us. Because of that, they now call somebody here in Monrovia. Between old money eater and new money eater. They cut somebody's finger in Monrovia. In Nimba, they kill somebody in Vangli. In Cape Man, the shot going in the air. So my people, number 6 is, you let the old money eater not come back and let sweep the new money eater from power. Yo. Let me ask you. You want the old money eater to come back? No. You want the new money eater to stay? No. Thank you. The only way for a better Liberia is number 6. Let me tell you about the number 6. Wait, number 6 on the football field. And that is one. Yo. And that number 6 can distribute the football. Well, find number 6. Can you win a football game? Yo. But see what number 6 doing now. Number 6 is the only presidential candidate that has visited non-political party headquarters. I bet the old money eater to go visit CDC headquarters. I bet the new money eater, the new money eater to go visit the old money eater headquarters. They can't do it. Since they are not able to even visit each other, can they unite this country? No. Can they unite this country? No. But you see that when the number 6 can dribble, they distribute the football. I bet the CDC headquarters twice. Nothing happened to me. They were taking picture of me. I went to Unity Party headquarters. Nothing happened to me. I went to CPP headquarters. Nothing. I can go. I'm a borderless politician. I'm the only unifier in this election. Politician without boundary. Exactly. So that number 6 right there. Yo, let me ask you again. To show that God himself behind the number 6. How many days it took for God to create heaven and earth? So be confident that 6 is the winning number for this October 10 election. 6 is the what? 6 is the what? 6 is the what? When y'all leave from here tonight, first, the message I gave here tonight, have you heard it from any presidential candidate before? Let me ask you, you like the message first? If you like the message, I want to hear, yeah. Thank you. Yo. Wait. The people who went were CPP King of Kakata. Did anybody tell you what they heard there? No. They all went to Unity Party Stadium in Monrovia at the ATS. They told you what they heard there? No. In the message? All they do is, yeah, we like that Monrovia today. Yeah, we like that Kakata today. That's all. No message is coming, eh? No message, no plan. Let me give you another message because I know after tonight you will debate. Let me tell you something else. One of the things we do, the two of us, is we speak on the basis of truth. So we have applied for job for the Liberian people.
we apply, we submit our application to NEC. And when you apply for a job, they can interview before you get a job. So, they interviewed a public debate among the candidates, right? That the one that can make the people understand whether you know the job, right? What you're playing for the job. My vice presidential candidate, they arranged 4 debates. One was in Banga. He went there. CPP vice president didn't appear. United Party vice president didn't appear. CDC vice president didn't appear. He appeared. As soon as they heard about his background, they say, who able to? They say, no, nobody can face Yakpaulo. You read Yakpaulo? They both. Exactly. So, the new gun he got, they bring his head. They're scared of him. They ain't able. So they didn't go there. The presidential debate. We have had 2 presidential debates. Oh, I appear, we were 8 candidates. CPP were not there, Unity Party were not there, CDC were not there. Then the Centel had another debate about corruption. Only 5 presidential candidates went there. I was there. CPP were not there, CDC were not there, Unity Party were not there. If they're not appearing for interview, are they qualified for the job? No. Yo. Since they're not appearing, then they don't want a job. Y'all will not give it to them. Anybody that does not appear for the debate does not want for the no. Let's hear it. No debate, no job. 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 Yeah. It's clear. First thing, that means they don't even respect you for the owners of power. They don't respect you. You call them for debate to hear them. Then they say for what? Oh, they think they will always bring back of money and t-shirts and lapas and all those different things so you can give them a job again. You all take their t-shirt, their lapa, their everything, but don't give them the job. Because it means they don't know the job. So they don't want to tell you what they will do with the job. Don't give it to them.
We will wear your clothes. We will eat our food. We will eat our food. But we will love our Congo.
Correct. I like the song. Sing it again. Sing it again.
We will wear your clothes. We will eat our food. We will eat our money. But we will love our Congo.
Yo. Vote for number 6 and Liberia will be transformed in no time. It will be a better country than we are today. We want to make Liberia a sweet land of liberty for all Liberians. Not the less than 1% who are sick. Let me tell you one more information. I did a podcast yesterday, it's on the Facebook. Do you know the president pro tem of the Liberian Senate? The president pro tem of the Liberian Senate last year, his total salary was $254,000 United States dollars. When you divide it by 12 months, he makes more than $21,000 United States dollars a month. That salary, it takes some civil service 10 years to make that 1 month salary. You think it is fair? Last year, America, the richest country on earth, the president pro tem of the United States, his salary was $193,000 a whole year. It means that the president pro tem of one of the 10 poorest countries on earth made more than $60,000 above the salary of the president pro tem of the richest country on earth. Does it make sense? And a wickedness? Complete wickedness. So, the money that's supposed to go to education, to health, to food production, to buy machines, that ain't going there. That is the same thing they're doing all over the government. That the reason why they can't put their salary on the internet, they won't want to do it. Because when you see their salary, they will run behind them with cutlasses. Because the level of suffering. They have made people so poor in this country. Can you imagine? The level of poverty in this country is so high that cocoa in Monrovia is now 450, so now 500. And even that, unlike few years ago when one person could go and buy a cocoa, right now, one person can buy a cocoa, but they can do joint venture. Joint venture. Yo. If I lie, you tell me I lie. They can go do joint venture. Then when they do joint venture, in other poor countries, joint venture that put money together and make business. I want a joint venture that the buy cocoa. That's the way the poverty level has gone. Then on top of that, joint venture is not enough. That joint venture of poor people. Then they go to the cocoa woman and say, oh man, that's a bill. That's a bill. Which means they will not pay directly. In the evening when they buy their goods, because this time they got more sellers than buyers, then they run away from the cocoa seller. Because of that, the cocoa people are getting out of market too. But less than 1% of the country is enjoying all the civil servants, the teachers, the law enforcement officers, and the health workers. Can't for that. The Zogos who will stop the importation of drugs in the country will do everything to stop the importation. Because I don't care how much you spend money to rehabilitate the Zogos and to give them trade and all that. As long as the drugs are still coming, they will go back to it. We seriously, look, as a lawyer, we emphasize stopping the inflow of drugs. Because as long as the drugs come, the children will take it. And the few people will get rich. I talked to as former solicitor general, I talked to the law enforcement officer. They tell me, Counselor, we can stop drugs from coming here. But when we do our job at the border, we get telephone call from Monrovia. That's my interest. In my government, anybody who interferes with law enforcement, I will dismiss you and prosecute you. Any official of government that is involved in that will rigorously prosecute you. Drugs. That's what we do. We use the law. Rule of law is the only way to maintain peace and stability in any country. Among all of the candidates, who is the number one rule of law person there? Number 6. Number 6. There is nobody there for rule of law. So, vote number 6 for a better Liberia. Thank you very much.
Vote number 6 for a better Liberia. Microphone, thank you. When we speak, we give chance for 1 or 2 questions. Okay. Our operator said 3 questions. So we'll go with 3 questions. So our question or comment for 3 persons. Then we can call this a day. Who is the hair here that will recognize the people?
Let me say thanks to the Honorable Councillor. He spoke natively, and I believe the audience sat pensively and listened to his deliberation, which we believe to be ideology. We, from the angle of the 15th National Forum, where you people were invited, and let me on air certain information. Currently, I serve as the public relations officer for this unique forum, and Mamel Makate Wei served as the chair. Mr. Fumo Smoye Grumman served as the co-chair. Jeremiah Kakui Hine served as the Secretary General, who is assisted by Joa Odimo. And we have our chair emeritus, Gabriel Edebori. And we also have another chairman emeritus, Mr. Chester Momo, the Manisius. But one thing that amuses me or triggers my imagination was, for the fact that we have listened to the councillor, we appreciate the message. I believe the FIFI's intellectual front was the front that invited you people. And then, firstly, you people didn't give us the chance to welcome you to the forum, which they are already happy. And you people draw your own protocol. You know, there's an intellectual, there's a tariffing where we exchange and cross-pollinate ideas. And we believe we from the intellectual angle we are not performed because we understand the issue and we are willing to debate the issue every time and anyhow. But for the fact that you people will say you have 73 questions, I will ask the listening audience and people who came to visit the intellectual discourse to remain resolute in the process, and then I will welcome Mr. Everybody, who will serve as our chief sergeant at arms, to recognize. You can ask questions and also recognize people. You will ask questions and recognize. So, Mr. Everybody, you have been charged with a mantle of authority to see our best. You can recognize the three persons. If you may be one of them, then the gavel is given unto you. So, Mr. Barry, you are welcome to recognize people who are willing to answer questions.
I'm a rule of law presidential candidate. So to the extent that we violated your protocol, we paid $200 as fine.
You say when you go in the church, all of us singing hallelujah should be the first to receive salvation. So let me first of all receive salvation. I'm Comrade Adilo Abraham F.A. Borry Jr. Let me say hats off to the presidential candidate and his vice running mate, Mr. Emmanuel Yambawolo, and to Honorable Councillor Tiawan Gongmoe. I am a student of law also. I listened to your deliberation. You deliberated very well. I understood your plot. But how be it, I am a son or a grandson of an retiree. Meaning my father or my grandfather worked for Firestones in Tampas and was retired since 2009. But look to the question. I have two questions. Let me first of all address the one. I'll go two into one. You spoke of reducing the poverty rate, meaning ranging from education, health, infrastructure, rural agriculture. But in 2014, if my memory can serve me right, you served as a chief engineer. Those that engineer the present labor law that we have in our possession that says when Firestone retire you, they are not going to give you every month your pension and benefit while you have a golden handshake. That is affecting some of us to the extent I was going to a private school and now we have a public school that are here that will have the present lawmaker that spun off 50,000. We don't have a single lawyer that can plea on our behalf. Today the case has gone dormant because the lawmaker is taken for him. We call on radio, we do a Facebook, but just taken control. How was that law crafted that today we are crying? The burden have been reduced to the government and past government. When you were one of the chief crafters. Lastly, to the last question from my side. We understand 2003 when Cllr relinquished his position as president when he was brought from Nigeria to the RRA. You served as a person who read the 10-over note or the 10-over document of our former president that he should have been precisely our country should be executed and be judged here. But you read the 10-over note of our ex-president or President Charles G. Taylor that he was taken to Sierra Leone today. He is in the hill. When you read the entire person that have been in the hill, we have not seen people that we can set example on. All of our example is always America, but you cannot have a single person from America. How can you address those three issues?
I will answer the question, but can we ask the three questions?
Okay. Thank you very much. And I believe we all stand or sat carefully and listen to the oral councillor or Tiawan Saye Gongmoe. I have a question. If my memory can judge me right, I listened to you, you said the education sector, my attention has been drawn to the education sector because you said education from kindergarten to 12th grade will be free. And currently looking at the economic constraint of Liberia, and you didn't specify which sector will be provided education free, be it the private or the public sector. So I'm asking your own office, along with your vice running, can you please unearth this information, which sector will benefit free education for first grade or for kindergarten to 12th grade?
Chairman, with all due respect, you will speak for the forum. For that reasons, we will ask, please, I am the sergeant at arms. You will speak for the forum. If you are speaking for the forum, you can ask all of the questions that you think you can ask in the name of the forum. For that reason, those 3 questions is given to the members. You will speak for the forum.
No more yet. Amanda. Amando here. Because of the Carry Kacho, Marian Clara, season 1, season 2, season 3. The oil man, yes, I say. The poor man lawyer, yes, I say. Amanda. Aluta. I'm veteran comrade Adil Law Revolutionary Magneto Way, the airport and chairperson for this intellectual Gazabu called the FIFI Intellectual Forum. There are so many forums within the Republic of Liberia, but at the lower part of Margibi County, we remain astute and we hold our prestige at a very high esteem. On this note, it is a pleasure to ask our incoming president, the man who understands the modus operandi of our contemporary politics. There have been speculation, and I have interviewed most of our workers, especially Firestone. They said that during 2008, 2009, you came serving as a labor minister. There was a conflict between the workers of Firestone and that of the workers of Firestone and that of Firestone management. And upon the arrival as a labor minister, he said that Firestone is not a charity company, brother. It's a corporate entity that can maximize profit. How can you reconcile this to the people of whom you want them to elect you? Thank you.
This is a very good, in fact, all the 3 questions are very good questions. Because then you have to remind me which matter, because you said I took over the Ministry of Labor in 2009. Kofi Woods was Minister of Labor from 2006 to 2009. And the only thing I know I presided over was the collective bargaining agreement. The issue you are talking about was under Minister Kofi Woods. It is about 37.5. I was then Solicitor General. I was not Minister of Labor. So I didn't have, that was not, no. It didn't, it was not, yeah, it was not before my time. I mean, it was not during my time. It was before my time. But most times people get confused, Kofi Woods and myself, because both of us are human rights lawyers. But he was Minister of Labor before I became. And that issue was not under my administration. I want to be clear. All right? All right. Now, on the issue of the labor law, I left government November 2010. That when I resigned from government. We drafted the labor law with the participation of the workers' unions, the representative of the government, and the representative of the employers. I submitted the draft labor law, I completed and submitted in 2010, before I left government. That law never passed until 2015. And there were a lot of changes. Some of the lawmakers who wanted, for example, we put in our law that wages will be determined on the cost of living by the minimum wage board. Some people, some lawmakers who wanted to regain their seats say they must be definite on the minimum wage. And you put it in the law. And when you put something in the law, it sticks. That's not the draft we sent. When we send it, first we send it to the president, it took some time in her office before she sent it. I believe I left government or before she sent it to the legislature. And then it started going, the politics started affecting it. And I strongly believe that when you look at the draft we work on way 2009, 2010 is different in terms of some of the last things that came in. The lawmakers were putting themselves in it, and it passed way 2015. When some things can go to the legislature and in 2 weeks it passed. Why the labor law took so long? The thing I can take responsibility for is regulation number 17, because that is issued by the regulations are issued by the minister. When the regulation number 17 is on work permit fee. It's on work permit fee. When I got to the Ministry of Labor, there were too many foreigners doing jobs that Liberians are qualified for. So I found out that the work permit fee was $400. With consultation with the president, I convinced her she agreed, and I carried it to $1,000 US. And that caused many companies to reduce their foreign employees and give a lot of jobs to Liberian employees. That regulation, because it's good, it was supported by the Labour Congress, FAU and everybody. Today, that regulation number 17 is still there, it has not been changed. Those are the things I take responsibility for. But no, I was not part of that. And then, again, that answers your question. A lot of things changed in the draft. So I left government 2010, November. I can't take responsibility for what happened 2015, 6 years later. I did, 5 years later. It would be unfair for me to have responsibility for that. Okay? That's what I can say. Huh?
After it, that's what I asked.
Yeah, no. We drafted it and sent it. What the legislature passes, it's just like when you send budget, they can change things. That's their role. We send a draft from the executive. It is their role. They can adjust it whichever way for political reasons. And the employers in the corrupt system were incentivizing the lawmakers. Imagine, even the regulation number 17 that benefited the workers. I was cited by the House of Representatives. The Speaker cited me and said, why you issue that kind of regulation? I said, I'm a responsibility. They said, I violated the law. The legislature, the House of Representatives met because the Senate could not agree with them. They came up with a resolution called Vote of Non-Confidence in Councillor Gongmoe for doing something that would benefit Liberians. I just remember that. And they sent a letter to the president to dismiss me because they say I usurped the function of the legislature by doing something that they should have done. And they forgot to know that I'm a lawyer. In the 2000 revenue law, it was put there that the Minister of Labor has a right to issue regulation from time to time. And the Minister of Finance has a right to issue regulation. So I said, yeah, it's a legislative function. But you delegated it to me in the 2000 revenue law. That's where I got them. Because when I sent my deputy, Professor John Josiah, deputy minister to defend the budget, I said, this is our defense. When they came with it, they joined a committee on the budget. He said, but you delegated a function to the Ministry of Labor in 2000. He said, oh, but then the professor has caught us. All right? So, if even regulation that issued in the interest of the workers, they can question it and make the one that the president would dismiss me. She sent a letter to me and I wrote a response. The Minister of Justice, Christiana Ta, added a response to it and they sent it and I will not dismiss. That's why I resigned. So imagine if they can do that for something that is malfunction, what they will do with a law that is their function. They were acting in the interest of the employers. In my case, because they said they wanted me not to issue that regulation, for it to stick to remain at 400, so that more foreign employees can do Liberian jobs. So that is the situation in government. I don't take responsibility for what is happening to the people in that case, okay? On the education question, my VSB, here's water. We'll respond to that. Yeah. Let me talk about the Taylor case. Now, when Taylor was leaving Liberia, this is what President Obasanjo said. It's all written. I will take Taylor to Nigeria, South Africa, the African Union president at that time, from Mozambique, Joaquin Chissano, all of them. They took Taylor to Liberia on condition that when an elected government asked for Mr. Taylor, Nigerian government would turn him over to the Liberian government, the elected government. When President Salim was elected, I remember I was saying in the legislature, the reconstruction and development of Liberia depends on our decision on Taylor. The international community, don't forget that Liberia has been sanctioned for Taylor participation in the war in Sierra Leone. Liberia was under sanction. So, if you remember, Nigeria president was supposed to go to America to see President Bush. His foreign minister went there. The Secretary of State Condoleezza Rice said, unless Taylor is turned over to Liberia, at that time President Saliba made a request. Nigerian president will not visit the United States. The Nigerian government came and said Taylor had disappeared, I run away. And the American government said, all right, whether Taylor had disappeared until you find. When the American government said Obasanjo will not visit America, within a few hours Taylor was found, arrested at the Cameroonian border and brought to Liberia. The resolution says when Taylor sets foot on Liberia, the Liberian government should step back and the United Nations should take over. We did exactly that. I represented the government at the airport. When Taylor arrived, right at Robert's Field here were 4 government officials, me, Bernie Samuka, the immigration commissioner, and the director general of LBS, Charles Sneller. So we arrived, we made sure when Taylor, the presidential jet bringing Taylor arrived, as soon as Taylor set foot on Liberia, I stepped back physically. And the United Nations, Da Costa, who was the deputy SRG for rule of law, stepped forward. Then he ordered a UN lady from Cameroon, from the Legal and Judicial Services Division, to read the indictment to Taylor. She read the indictment. As soon as she finished, one other UN man, I think it was a Jordanian soldier or so, stepped forward with a handcuff. Mr. Taylor, I will now handcuff you. Taylor cooperated. Show your right hand. You show your right hand, you were handcuffed. Show your left hand, you was handcuffed. We're following international law. We are part of the international community. Alright? We're following international law. And the consequences of not following international law for a small country like this will have been grave for you and all the citizens of Liberia. In the first place, Taylor misuse our power. We did not elect him to go fight in another country. That was not, there's nothing in the Constitution. And the legislature did not authorize that war. By using money and sending Liberians to Sierra Leone to fight Sierra Leonean war was a violation of his constitutional oath of office. So we should be clear on that. And even if I hated Taylor, even though he jailed me, even if I hated Taylor, I could not have brought myself down from the high position of Solicitor General to become sheriff to read his right, or to become sheriff to handcuff him. That is far below. It is the UN that acted. You are not alone in that misinformation. People are writing that Cllr Gongmoe here come Cllr. Some people say that Cllr Gongmoe read it. That I just laugh. I say my high position, I will bring it down to that level. No, that's the work of a ministry officer, a sheriff. That's what happened. Is it clear to you? But thank you for asking that question because it has become clear to everyone.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. There's a question on education, right? Whether our free education is for public or private. Before that, I want to just re-emphasize something that is burning in the plantation and around the plantation. The first problem to say, because Gongmoe was the one that was there and spoke against the farmers, it was not Cllr Gongmoe time. He get cleared that out. What's all the thing that happened before 2009? He was not part of it. So that information they say, oh, Cllr Gongmoe has always stood for the Liberian people. If he was standing for the interests of companies, he will be multi-millionaire now like other lawyers. We travel to different places. People are coming, telling their testimony, how you stood for me when I was in jail. How you made me to get my land, even I had no money to fight my case. The reason why he called the poor man lawyer. If you're a lawyer for company are not poor people, right? Company are money people, he will not be called poor man lawyer. So the time that it happened, other minister was there, it was not his time. Don't confuse that minister with this one. The other one is the labor law. While you read the law, it begins that way, the workers are cheated. The one that he wrote before leaving government, it was to protect the workers of all Liberians. When he left for government, they play with the law, think that they put inside, don't blame him for it. Are you understanding that? Praise and the clear answer he gave. The third one, oh, you hear what tell her. This is international thing. This is turning way beyond Liberia. You are not the one to say, that will not go to the Hague. This is America decision, Nigeria decision, ECOWAS decision, the UN decision. They say, if you don't do anything to tell you, we'll not have Liberia. And when I told Liberia and told the people, then they said for the man, they carry it to the Hague. You understand? Don't bring Cllr Gongmoe for it. Our educational policy, free education from ABC to 12th grade. No wire fee, no registration fee, no graduation fee. Where teachers are paid, good schools comparable to schools in Ghana and in Nigeria. Government schools. We talk about government schools. The private school, government is supposed to help them by giving them subsidy. We will give the subsidy to the private school so their school can also be good as a government school. Right? Vocational education for everybody across the country. You live from there, you find job. Job creation is part of our decision. Everything he mentioned is centered around how young people can find employment so they become responsible citizens. Barclay Farm, we are here at the conclusion of our work. The election is not far now. But here we told you vote at Puyaba. We are the Matina, October. We hope. Kubalina Kuforika. Waforika, Abamonte, Aquano, made the Quella Batakai. What the Makata? Both for the car. The other Gavana me, the one by the Papa. Gala, we are no, come up with me, one black cattle. Go for the Katia. The bar a high, you on the Huba. They will never come. Soga may ba. Papa Soga may the blind. Now, that a yellow. Akbar no hair. Yawanya, I get out of her. But Volca no Masaba. Calcalono, Calen Canan. Menina Moana, Vodka Lemon, Lego the Ganai. Calcam Modia, Capolica Qua. Buddha the dog. God thank you. God thank you. No, thank you.
Let me close. Let me make a reference to you. Do you listen to Truth FM sometimes? Does it come here? This morning, I was pleasantly surprised. I felt good that the current director of director of public relations at the Ministry of Labor, his name is Cllr Yanamo. By his name, he comes from Lofa County. He wrote an article that was published in the Daily Observer yesterday. It is called "The Gongmoe Are No." He is still working in government. He said everything, some of the things I've forgotten that I did at the Ministry of Labor. And he defended me on all these questions of companies. How I used to treat the companies and everything in relation to workers' rights. Go and buy Daily Observer of yesterday and you read it. You're an intellectual club. Read it, Daily Observer yesterday. But the whole Daily Observer story about me was read on Truth FM this morning. And I felt good about it. You know, when you work in government, you work with people. The things I say about myself, you might believe. But when the third party says something about me that I worked with before, that for me is something that you should look at, because that is an independent testimony.
Okay, thank you very much, Honorable Councillor Tiawan Saye Gongmoe. And let me say a great felicitation to your vice running mate, Honorable Emmanuel Yure Yakpawolo. We know we are schooled with the name, but the fact I hear from Barclay also, the name Yakpawolo is not strange. And like I said earlier, and thank God that you are a law-abiding citizen. For the fact that you respect the tradition of the FIFI's Intellectual Forum by 32, I believe you are a decent leader who is trying to decentralize your preferred ideas. There's a FIFI's Intellectual Forum, but before you depart, we would like to welcome the chairman of this unique body. And moreover, there is also an area where people come to first knowledge. And we have someone who is serving as the proprietor for this unique area, Mr. Emmanuel Eva Anderson. And we believe when intellectuals and political leaders gather to such intellectual discourse, they should provide for us the intellectuals water, which is the attire. And we believe you will come in to provide intellectual attire or water. So, Mr. Way, you are welcome.
Thank you very much, time fast spent. We cannot keep the people here for long. Ladies and gentlemen, let us please wait patiently as our guests leave. We have 100 cups of attire, 100 cups. So that remain and take a cup and then go at the end of the day. Thank you very much. We look forward to seeing a new Liberia that says